Okay, class, if you notice, this is yesterday's worksheet. I just want to make sure that we are all clear about the stair-step method of converting from one to another. So let's take a quick look. You guys watched a video before that explained about King Henry. Remember, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. And if we remember that, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, then we're talking about kilo, hecto, deca, capital D, deci, lowercase d, centi, and milli. And those are the metric prefixes. And to go from one prefix to another means that we're converting from either a larger unit to a smaller unit by going to the left, or going to the right, we'd be converting from a smaller unit to a larger unit if we go to the right. So that's how this works. I want to make sure that we're all clear on this. So let's just take a look. You guys, I want to make sure that if you haven't done problems in this worksheet, that you take a look at this and see how this works. Now I'm going to do a couple of examples here. I'll go right across the top so that we can see how some of these examples work. Now I'm going to skip one. I'm going to go down one. So let me just show you what's going on. So for the first one here, I have 1,000, and then this is my prefix. If there are two letters, an M and a G, the G is the base unit, and the M is the prefix, and that prefix is milli. If I have milli and I'm going to the base unit, only one letter, then I'm going from milli here to the base unit, and that is 1, 2, 3 jumps to the left. 1, 2, 3 jumps to the left. Now, my decimal, whenever I jump from left or right, and I have a number, a whole number, that has no decimal in the number, my decimal is always right there. If I do the same thing that I did on the previous slide, where I jump 3 to the left, then it looks like this. I go 1, 2, 3, and all I have to do is put a 1 there, because I now have 1.000, but we don't have to write the zeros. Okay, that's my first example. So I went from 1,000 milligrams to 1 gram. Now for the next example, I'm doing this one here with 109 grams equals how many kilograms? So here I'm at my base unit. That's what the B is for. Here I'm going from base unit to kilo. Base unit to kilo looks like this. I'm starting at my base unit. Let me get rid of this stuff here. Starting at my base unit here with grams, and then I jump 1, 2, 3 places to the left to go to kilo. So it looks very similar to the other problem where I have 109. My decimal point is always after the last digit, and I jump 3 places to the left. I go 1, 2, 3. My decimal point goes here. I can usually put a 0 in front just to show that I have a decimal point, and 0.109 kilograms. Okay, I'm going to jump back up here to 160 degrees centimeters. cm means centimeters. Meters is the base unit. And then I'm going to millimeters. So I'm going from centi to milli. So from centi to milli, when I go back to my chart, there we go. Back to my chart, it looks like I have from centi, let me just get a, there we go, get rid of that. I'm starting here at centimeters, and I jump 1 place to the right at millimeters. Okay, so at millimeters, I'm going one place to the right. 160 decimal point is here. I go one place to the right and I fill that in with a 0, just like that. Okay, I'd like you guys to try the rest of these if you haven't done so already, and then I'm going to jump ahead to this new assignment. It says name the units in order of their size, smallest first. So that means smallest here, and the smallest one we have is, now this says units of length, so I can do millimeter like that. That would be an mm. Okay, then it would be centimeter, cm, decimeter, dm, and just meter then. And that would be just an m, and that's our base unit. So write the abbreviations for the following. So meter, of course, be just m. cm, we just went through all this. mm, and dm. Okay, I want to make sure that we're all clear on that so you know what we're talking about. Now we're going from 1 meter to decimeter, so I'm going to pick this up a little bit. Before you guys remember, kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centi, milli. There. So if I go to the right, I get a smaller unit. If I go to the left, I get a larger unit. So I go back up to here. I'm going from 1 meter to decimeters. So 1 meter, I'm going to decimeters is one place. Meter is here. The decimeters is one place to the right. So I jump one place to the right, like this, and I put a 0 in. So 10 decimeters. 2 meters is how many millimeters? So I start off again at meters, and if I'm going to milli, I'm going from meters to millimeters. I go 1, 2, 3 places to the right. Which means 2, and then 1, 2, 3 places to the right, 0, 0, 0. I put the zeros in. All right, I'd like you guys to try these, jumping back and forth, just how I've done it. I want to show you, you do not have to do this. I don't know if you have a ruler at home. You do not have to do number 4. And then the last one for the instructions, it says take a look at letter A. This is centimeters. So 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, and so on. So take a look at letter A. It's asking us to find or to write the measurement down for letter A. Let me just do this right here. Here's A. It looks like it's, if this is 1 centimeter, this right here is 0.1 centimeters. So this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that looks like this would be 0.6 centimeters. Okay, let's take a look at letter D since that one's right here, and then you guys can finish up the rest of them. You can do B, C, E, F, and G. So for letter D, that's D right here, and here is where my measurement is. I have 3 point, and then 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. So this would be 3.7 centimeters, like that. Okay, good. I'm going to let you guys finish up. Good luck. I hope I talked slow enough so that you could understand what I'm saying.